Hello friends, it's Amy Tangerine, and today I'll be sharing a simple yet powerful creative practice that can set you up for making abundance possible for the month ahead. As always, I encourage you to use the supplies you love and have on hand. I do create monthly printables and love seeing how you use them in your projects. It's really quite amazing what you continue to create. I appreciate you taking the time to post the pages and for tagging me on Instagram. I've got the March printable here, which is linked below. As usual, I printed it both on regular copy paper and on Avery matte sticker paper, which is also linked in the description box. I love showing how versatile these are for your paper projects and how they work with things you likely already have. Please don't feel like you have to download these to make abundance happen for yourself. I love encouraging you to treat this as a free mini workshop where you can learn and feel inspired to get out of your creative rut and play with your supplies, and most importantly, carve out time for yourself to get creative. Give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. My go-to supplies pretty much stay the same. I've got my travel watercolor set here from Brave and Bold. I will link it below as well. And I am simply making a mark here. I didn't know it was going to turn into a sun when I first started, to be honest with you. I was just going to make sort of this yellow streak, but then it was taking the shape of this beautiful sunshine. So I left it that way. My intention originally was to simply do some stripes of yellow, and then this nothing but blue skies would be on there. So I think I'm going to mix in some green, maybe some green, but I'm going to put it down on this side, and then the blue here is going to be part of the sky. The idea I have in my head is that the nothing but blue skies on the sticker paper, which is on the clear sticker paper, is going to fit nicely in that spot right there. Because I like to have a little bit of the same elements on both sides of the page, I usually do a 2-page spread for these. Then I made the blue mark right there, and now I am going to cut these out and spend some time deciding which ones I want in the sticker paper and which ones I want on the regular copy paper. Creating abundance in your journal for the month of March can be a fun and empowering way to enhance your creativity, make good use of those supplies I know you have, and cultivate a positive mindset. As much as I hear that people love my positive and bright outlook, it truthfully doesn't always come naturally to me. It's a practice, and I believe that most of the time we have a choice around how to look at things and how our outlook is shaped, especially in the mornings. As I am cutting these pieces out and also waiting for the watercolors to dry, I'm being mindful and asking myself, what feels good right now? How do I want to approach this project? Perhaps you like to turn on a podcast or watch something while you're creating. I sometimes find myself actually enjoying the silence, while other times I need something like music playing in the background. Now that I have the pieces set here, I already know that I want to commit this piece, this sticker, to this corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel it off and put it down. I love taking these small steps because it feels like I'm making progress already towards finishing the page. Although the goal is not to finish the page, I am all about enjoying the process as well. But as you're playing around and moving your elements around, think about how you want the page to come together, but also what are your goals for doing this process? What are some of the reasons you enjoy this creative process so much? Do you have hopes, dreams, and plans that you are hoping will come to fruition this month? One of the things that happened when I was designing this printable was that I was listening to a variety of different media, and what I realized is I want to also be conscientious about taking the time to listen to my heart. So I wrote, I'm listening to, and you could definitely write down a list of what you are listening to, whether it's music or podcasts, or maybe you're listening to an awesome audiobook. You could definitely do it that way, but I'm going to choose to do, I am listening to my heart. Another reason I love this creative process is because it's also a beautiful way to express yourself and take some time for being intentional about how you want the upcoming month to unfold. I'm not sure about you, but this year already feels like it's flying by, and it can be easy to feel overwhelmed by how quickly time seems to be passing. However, I think any type of paper crafting, journaling, scrapbooking, or memory planning as a way of freezing time and really savoring how we spend this precious time is valuable. I'm sure you feel similar, but when I'm fully engaged in what I'm doing, especially when it's doing something I love, time seems to slow down. We are fully able to appreciate and enjoy the present moment. Time is a precious resource, and the only part of it we can really control is how we choose to spend it. Rather than feeling like time is slipping away, we can shift our mindset to one of purpose and intention to make the most of the time we have. Here's what it looks like so far, and I'm liking the way it's turned out. Although, speaking about time, I forgot to add this little clock here that is on the sticker paper, and also the how lucky are we. Another reason the clock was there is because I am so excited about spring forward. It's one of my favorite times of year. Oh, I'm not sure I like that placement, so I'm actually moving it. If you peel it up pretty quickly, it peels up easily. I also make a lot of mistakes, as you may have noticed before if you've seen my other Map Your Month videos, but I think that there's so much power to these spreads. They feel like a mini vision board, and I really believe in the power of putting our visions and dreams on paper and often encourage you to do the same. There's something transformative about taking an idea that exists only in your mind and making it tangible through writing. I'm using my favorite pen, which is also linked below. And I think that you can use whatever pen or marker that you enjoy working with, because there's such power in writing things down. By writing down your visions and dreams, it helps you clarify your goals and aspirations, making them more concrete and achievable. You also give them life and make them more real. The process allows you to better visualize what you want to achieve and what steps you need to take to get there. It also helps you stay focused and motivated, as you can look back to your written goals and track your progress, no matter how small it may seem. I love looking back on these previous month's pages to see that these dreams have become a reality. What are some of your hopes, dreams, and plans? I am looking forward to connective quality time with my family, friends, and the creative community with Go Wild happening in DC next week. Of course, I will be vlogging and probably sharing in more real time via Instagram stories, so feel free to follow along there. Something that I realized as I was doing this journaling is that I do not enjoy writing on the bottom right hand corner of a notebook. And I know that I could probably put another book alongside it so that my hand doesn't fall off, but I'm just going to make a mental note for next time not to include journaling down in this corner and instead just stick stickers down here. Hey, we live and learn, right? I will also not go in circles or leak energy to those who don't deserve it. Well, I decided to say something nicer. To those who are not aligned with my hopes, dreams, and plans. Making a big, bold statement here, our dreams will come true. And that gets linked to the how lucky are we. Speaking of lucky, I believe that we all have the ability to listen to our hearts. When it comes to your hopes, dreams, and plans, it means really tuning into your inner wisdom and intuition and trusting yourself to make choices that are aligned with your deepest desires and values. It means letting go of external expectations and other pressures from other people who don't get you, and making sure you're following the path that feels most authentic and true to you. I brought out the watercolors again to add a big word, grateful, because I wanted to emphasize it, and then also draw a line underneath here going across. I like connecting both pages to make it seem a little bit more cohesive. This is funny because I suddenly decided I wanted to write something up here, but then I realized I stuck my middle left finger directly in the watercolor that was not dry. Whew, that's a lesson there about maybe some more patience before. I just felt like since I had my watercolors out, I would write let go here. And yeah, so I smudged the grateful, which doesn't look that bad, but then I went ahead and underlined it there and then decided to rinse my brush and go over the A and the R again. Give yourself grace when you think you're fixing a mistake, but you actually make it worse. That looks so bad. I'm just going to let it dry though. And here I'm going to write, let go. You will be guided by spirit. And so spirit is telling me to be more patient and give myself more grace. I'm going to lean towards optimism as I finish up this spread, which is why I love the Nothing But Blue Skies, and I love this idea that everything will be all bright, because it both evokes feelings of optimism, hope, and positivity. But as far as Nothing But Blue Skies goes, take a moment to reflect on the phrase and what it represents for you. How can you cultivate more blue skies in your life? Think about the things that bring you joy and positivity, and how you can incorporate more of them into your daily routine or your schedule. It could be spending time with loved ones, engaging in creative pursuits like this, or practicing self-care, which I consider this to be self-care as well. What are some ways you can stay optimistic during challenging times? Life can be unpredictable and a struggle, but having a positive mindset can help us navigate difficult situations. Think about the practices and habits that help you stay optimistic and resilient, and how you can cultivate them when you're facing adversity. Remember, Nothing But Blue Skies doesn't mean that life is always perfect or easy. It's just a reminder to focus on the good things and to cultivate positivity and hope, even during challenging times. Use this as a source of inspiration and motivation to create a life and month ahead that is full of joy, purpose, and meaning. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process, and may abundance find you in the month of March. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that stood out to you. I love to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching.